Hi, today I will be talking about long-term memory, which is our main system for storing knowledge, experiences, and skills. I will look at what it is, how it works, different types, and why forgetting happens. So, moving on. What is long-term memory? Long-term memory or LTM is where we store information for long periods, possibly a lifetime. It includes facts, personal experiences, and how to do things. Some key characteristics are it has a huge or unlimited capacity. Accessing information is slower than short-term memory, about zero point 0.1 seconds. Forgetting is very slow, and sometimes memories never completely fade. We can store factual knowledge and experiential knowledge and procedural rules in long-term memory. Moving on, short-term memory versus long-term memory. Short-term memory, also called working memory, acts like a scratchpad, fast but with very limited space. If you don't rehearse information, it's quickly lost. Long-term memory, on the other hand, is much more stable. Information is transferred through rehearsal and practice. It supports the idea that we have multiple memory systems, HTM and LTM. Moving on. Thus, if we see the structure of long-term memory, it has episodic memory and it's a semantic memory. So, what is episodic and semantic memory? Episodic memory means memory of personal events and experiences organized by time. For example, remembering your first day at school. Semantic memory, memory of facts and concepts, like knowing that Paris is the capital of France. Semantic memory allows us to make inference and reason about the world. Coming to semantic networks, semantic memory is often represented as a network of concepts where information is stored hierarchically. For example, if I know that dogs have four legs, that I can infer that a collie, which is a type of dog, also has four legs. A classic experiment by Collins and Qualin showed that it takes longer to answer questions when the information is stored higher in the hierarchy. For example, can a collie breath takes longer than is collie a dog. Encoding and rehearsal. For information to be stored in LTM, it must first be encoded It must first be encoded and often rehearsed. Deeper, more meaningful encoding leads to stronger memories. The total time hypothesis. The amount of learned material depends on the time spent on learning it. Distributed practice. Spreading out learning over time is more effective than mass practice. Forgetting and retrieval. Decay theory. Memories fade over time if not rehearsed. New or old information blocks access to memories. So, boosting recall. Strategies for effective retrieval. So, what is recall? Recall is harder than recognition, which relies on identifying previously learned information. The power of cues. Retrieval cues activates Related memories using more cues like creating elaborate stories enhances recall. Imagery and elaboration, forming vivid mental images and elaboration on new information by linking it to existing knowledge uh, s- significantly improves LTM storage and retrieval. By understanding how LTM works, we can adopt better learning and retrieval strategies for lifelong retention. Thank you.